Hey guys, I'm going to show you an easy way to complete hold my primary I'm going in, solo.
Mission
This is an
preparation.
achievement where you need to do a hard difficulty mission or higher without firing a primary or support weapon. First, set the difficulty to 5, which is hard. Then find a blitz mission. You'll know it's a blitz because it'll have a terminid claw-type icon that sort of looks like tribal fire.
It's locked.
For these missions, all you need to do is close 6 bug holes in under 12 minutes. When you choose your spawn location, I would recommend starting on the opposite side of the map from your extract. This way you can always move towards the extract while closing the holes as you go. Next is your loadout. Since we can't use support weapons like the arc thrower, we will want to focus on using stratagems and grenades to close the holes. As long as the item trait doesn't say support weapon, you'll be fine. You can also still use your secondary pistol and guard dogs or turrets to take out smaller bugs. You can choose any booster, but I went with stamina because I'll mostly be running. For your secondary, just pick your favorite. I went with the Redeemer. For nades, obviously choose something that can destroy the holes. Don't make the mistake of bringing a stun to an explosion fight. For armor, I chose medium to focus on mobility. For your passive, you can choose extra armor so you won't die as quickly. The medium has 500 speed, and the passive brings it up to the same armor rating as heavy. This means you'll have 50 more speed and double the stamina regen. If we look at another random medium armor here, you'll see the base stats are much squishier. If you don't have the extra armor passive, then another good option is stealth, which will come in handy during the last part of the mission. You'll see what I mean later in the video. Once we're on the planet, we need to focus on moving at all times. Grenades are honestly easier to close the holes, but you'll see me start out with stratagems like this orbital laser. While higher level stratagems help, they're definitely not needed. Our main objective is to keep moving. If you stay in the same spot too long, you'll start to get swarmed. If you're on PC and have problems moving while calling in stratagems, then I suggest binding your stratagem call-ins to your arrow keys. This makes it much easier to kite the enemies around because you won't need to stop. You'll notice I had to keep going back to try and close this hole. My strikes were hitting everything except where I wanted. If I used a nade, it probably would have been done right away. Since I was hanging around so long trying to close the hole, the bugs eventually overwhelmed me. You have limited lives, so if you find yourself out of options, it's best to respawn in a safer area.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Well, as safe as you can be in Helldivers. I'll speed these parts up a bit, but basically just rinse and repeat the steps I mentioned so far. Kite the bugs, blow up the holes with nades or stratagems, respawn far away from groups if you can, and once the holes are all closed, run to the extract. When you get to the extraction point, it's best to go straight for the computer and input the code before the bugs can catch up to you. In this instance, I had the easiest sequence I could imagine, but they're not always that quick. If the bugs catch up to you before you can get the input done, you may need to run out of the area completely while stratagems are cooling down. Once your stratagems are ready, simply clear the area out and retry the extraction sequence. The final steps for survival during the extraction is respawning in an out-of-reach area, clearing the general vicinity, then using stealth until the ship arrives. To do this, hold a stratagem in your hand while the bugs swarm you. Once you respawn, the stratagems usually take out the remaining bugs and you can land at a hard-to-reach spot like a large rock. The hell pod can be hard to control at times, so it may take a few tries to actually get on one.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
When you're up there, it's best to lay down flat so new bugs are not coming after you, and if you have stratagems going off, you'll be less affected by their explosions. One really important thing to remember when you respawn: unequip your primary weapon. I have a bad habit of blasting as soon as I get out of the hell pod, so if you're like me, switch to your secondary right away.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Now the easy part. Lay down and wait for the bugs to get bored and start ignoring you. Once they do, you can simply stay still and wait for the pelican to arrive.
Another victory for the right side of history.
And boom. Just like that, you've completed Hold My Primary. I'm going in. Congratulations, Helldiver. This is my first video upload, so if you found it helpful, please like and/or subscribe, or you're a traitor to democracy. Okay, thanks, bye.